My goodness. This episode is absolutely, at the very least, going to blow your mind. It's going to give you insight into what is available to you for you to truly elevate your brand, to elevate your client experience, to create the most incredible sales experience that converts your clients again and again and again, how you can upsell through automation in your client journey to create an exceptional client experience and luxury bridal brand. In this episode, I share with you the step-by-step to building a luxury bridal brand and elevating your complete client journey like no one else in the world. I take you behind the scenes to a one-on-one mentorship call with the incredible Kerri, who is here to create the most extraordinary brand, and I can feel it in her heart how intentional she is. I can feel in her heart, oh, it's 1:11 as I'm recording this intro, how funny. I can feel it in her heart what it means to her to create an incredible client experience. And I share with you and Kerri in this episode, in this one-on-one mentorship call, how to step-by-step create and build a luxury bridal brand and create a phenomenal client experience. I know and I trust fully that you are going to love this conversation. Hello, my love. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
I'm good. It's morning,
Yeah.
9 o'clock here in the morning. So I've just done all of the kid drop and everything like that. So
Oh,
you're experiencing something very
okay.
different.
I've got the other end of it. So it's 9 o'clock at night. So the girls were supposed to be asleep, and they're not sleeping yet, but they're in
Oh,
bed. So
you're like that
we're getting there.
one time.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So I'm
Yeah.
so excited for our laser
Yeah.
strategy call. We've got 15 minutes together. It's going to be 15 powerhouse minutes. Do
Yeah.
you have a question that you would like to bring and would love support with today?
So I feel like my big issue is like the back end of things,
Mm.
like organizing, streamlining, like the emailing and booking. And so I paid for like a subscription to HoneyBook
Mm.
like last year, and I still don't know how to use it.
Mhm.
So I'm still just answering everything and kind of figuring it out. And I don't even know where to start. Kind of, I just am busier than I expected, because it's my first
Yay.
year working. Yeah, which is a great problem. I thought I would have like the winter to kind of figure it out.
Mm.
Um, this is my first year not working for other companies, just doing it on my own. And I was just overwhelmed. And I just didn't really have time to get my shit together.
Mm. Yeah,
So,
Dubsado, well, we use Dubsado in our business, but HoneyBook and
okay.
Dubsado are very much two of the same programs and platforms. And it's definitely so much more beneficial to be able to use it to its highest performance so it can fully automate your entire sales experience and your client experience. And it does sadden me sometimes when, oh, just lost a light, when some of my clients come and work with me and then they're not using it to its fullest potential, and you end up just basically using it as if it was just a normal email. Like you end up doing all of the manual stuff and sending it to the client from inside of the program, inside of the project. So what is your greatest challenge that you're having right now? Because that is quite a very in-depth conversation when it comes to like
Right.
mapping out all of your workflows and your automations within HoneyBook. But do you have some understanding when it comes to how to set up HoneyBooks, like the automation and the workflows, and the if you have any question around that in
Yeah.
particular, or would you like me to share how you can amplify your sales and conversions using HoneyBook? What would be most
I don't know how to do
beneficial?
any of it. So
Oh,
I really don't know how to do any of it. But yeah, whatever you think would be like most helpful. So you use something that's, different, the Dubsado. Do you like that? Is that maybe easier or more efficient?
well, I use it. It's exactly the same platform. It's
It's the
just
same.
two different
Okay.
brands. The theory works exactly the same. There are hair and makeup artists that use HoneyBooks, and then there's hair and makeup artists that use Dubsado. I've just gotten used to using Dubsado and I teach Dubsado, so that's what we use it and then I teach it. But I know that there are so many other women that also use HoneyBooks in their business as well. So when it comes to HoneyBooks and Dubsado, I'm just going to use the automation platform the same. I would always recommend to really mapping out your client journey. So, oh, I love this. So what is your most highest elevated brand experience that you want to offer your clients? For example, right now, when you're doing it all manually, you are a
Mhm.
limited version of what you could be doing. But when you're automated and you automate it to the elevated, like the highest potential, you create an extraordinary brand. So in that element, what I would suggest is what I always suggest to my clients is to map out what that dream client journey actually looks like. Like, what are the touch points that you want to offer your client when they inquire with you? What are the touch points you want to offer your client when they have booked in with you? And how can you elevate that? So, how can you take it to the next level? So, I would be looking
Okay.
at what is the say, I separate it into two experiences. So, sales experience and client experience. The sales experience is when they find you, when they inquire with you, every touch point up until when they book with you. So when you pay a deposit or they have received their booking confirmation, and then they transition into the client experience. And so that could be literally, it's like it's endless what you can do. It's quite literally endless what you
Yeah.
can do. So you could think of all of those incredible touch points or experiences that you can add to your client journey that goes above and beyond what anybody else is doing. And that's how you really build a brand that will stand out and elevate that brand to a luxury brand experience. So I would ask, what is unique about me? And what do I do differently? How can I offer that to my clients in their client experience? How can I bring more of that uniqueness to my brand experience, so the sales experience and my client
Mhm.
experience? It could literally be an email just checking in with them every month. It could be an email to deliver a resource like a wedding planning, like, or a budget sheet, or a valuable resource or a guide that's going to help them with their trial. Or there could even be you upselling them into another service that you have. So this is how you can really
Okay.
make the most out of your Dubsado or HoneyBook setup, because you can think about what is the most extraordinary client experience that I want to offer my clients. Like, think about who you are and what you love. What do you value the most when you've gone for a service? And how can you weave those elements and your point of difference, like your uniqueness, into your client experience? Once you've crafted that journey, that touch point, then you create your workflows from there. And that's how you completely automate that whole process. So it's more about understanding the system can do anything. Like, the system is like
Okay.
quite literally limitless. It's more about, what do you want to do in your brand? What do you want your clients to feel and experience and receive when they are a part of your brand? And what can you do that's going to be above and beyond anything, or anything that anybody else has done in the industry? And how can you then create that automation and workflow? So it's like, you can do anything, you are limitless. And this is the greatest opportunity to really bring that to life in your automations and your workflow.
Okay.
How does that
Okay.
feel?
So yeah, how do you I have trouble with that too. I don't know. I feel like I just wasn't prepared for this and like trying to I don't even know what my brand is necessarily. Um yeah, so it's just a lot to figure out, what I'm doing, what I want to give them, when I want to send it. So I'm kind of just figuring out as I go.
It is
So,
hard. And I find so many of my clients find, I even myself find this quite hard, because we often see the beauty and the extraordinary like gifts that everybody else has, but we find
mhm.
it hard to see that in ourselves. So when we find it hard to see it in ourselves, I always ask my clients to reflect on and contemplate, what are the things that people say about them that, like, people always say, like, that you might even take for granted, or you might take for like, you just like, of course, you love my, People always say they love my energy, like they just love being in my energy, and I'm
Yeah.
like, like that's literally, I'm like, well, what is that? But like,
Yeah.
but they just love my energy and the way that I allow them to feel safe, and like they just unravel all of their deepest secrets, and they feel so safe to share it with me because there's no judgmental, like there's no judgment whatsoever, and it's the safest place to feel all emotions. And it's I used to take that for granted, but now I realize how powerful that is, especially now that I'm a mentor. So it's like there'll be things that people are saying to you that you might not realize have so much value, but contemplate the things that they're saying about you, saying to you. And I would ask your clients, like, why is it that you chose me? What is it that what was it about my brand or me that made you like want to choose me? And when you're having your bridal previews or your trials, asking those questions,
Mhm.
because you'll get direct feedback from the women who chose you, which is the greatest gift that you will have, because they will tell you exactly why they chose you. And on top of that, even in our bridal brand, we are known for this luxury experience, but also like, and highly professional, but we bring so much fun and calm to the experience as well. So it's like we're approachable, we're down to earth, we're like nurturing, we're loving, but we're also extraordinary at our luxury client experience. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't have known those elements until I actually read our reviews. Do you know what I mean? Like I was like, oh wow, I'm seeing a
Yeah.
common thread here. So that could be an opportunity for you to dive deeper into that common thread by hearing what those clients that have chosen you have said, what your reviews are saying about you, but also think about one of the most incredible experiences that you've had going to a beauty salon, like a hair salon, or any hair and beauty industry where you've received a service and you were like, that was extraordinary. What was it about that service that was like made you feel that way? And even extending beyond that, I'm getting goosebumps, so I know this is going to be good. Think about if there's been a brand that you have been a part of, or you've bought from, or you've purchased from, that, oh, this is so good,
Mhm.
that blew you away. Like, even if it was like when you purchased a house, or when you were building a house, or when you bought a car, or what were the elements of how they treated you through the sales experience and through the client experience? What were the elements of that that actually made you feel so welcomed, loved, nurtured, like all of the things that you value? If that's what you value. That's what I value.
Yeah.
So do you know what I mean? So it's like really diving deeper into those experiences and then weaving those experiences into your brand, because they, if
Okay.
you value them, your clients, your soul aligned clients will value them too.
Okay. Yeah.
That was like
Okay. Yeah.
a power
A lot to think
15-minute
about.
training.
Yeah. No, that's great. Yeah, to go back and like read the reviews. And I do still have some trials coming in this year. So, when they're not crazy on wedding day, maybe to kind of figure it out, right? Get some more feedback from them in
Yes.
person that could
Yeah.
help.
And
Okay.
then, yeah, bringing that, or and another thing that you could do is asking them, like, do your market research with them. There's nobody more powerful than to do your market research with than the women who have already chosen you. So ask them, like, what could be a valuable resource or a guide or something that I could create that would be so much more supportive to your experience with my brand. Because then that question will give you the golden nuggets that you need, that you can weave those resources into your sales experience or your client experience, or you could create it as a digital product to upsell. So you can then
Okay.
upsell and then
Yeah. The
increase,
digital product. Yeah.
yeah, and then increase
Okay.
the value of that client. So we could go deeper into that. Like
Yeah.
that's a different story.
There's so many tangents. Yeah.
I know, but there's
It
so
never
much.
stops.
I know it
Okay.
doesn't stop. This is how limitless Dubsado and HoneyBook are.
Mhm.
So you can ultimately elevate your brand, but you can also increase your sales just simply by being really strategic with how you're upselling in that sales experience and your client experience as well.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome, my love.
Awesome.
You are very
Thank you.
welcome. I hope you love this
All right.
15-minute powwow.
Yes, it's a lot to think about.
Yeah,
This
so
is great.
let me
Yes.
know how you go. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're
Have
welcome.
a good day.
You have a good evening. Hopefully your girls.
Yeah.
Bye, my love.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. If you are obsessed with this episode and you have been casually binging the entire podcast, please subscribe, comment, and leave a review. It means the absolute world to me to see your reviews because I love seeing the impact that this poddy has through the conversations, the episodes that continue to ripple out beyond. I love you, and I will see you in the next episode.